Good morning, children. Today we are going to learn Unit 6 Prose, the last lesson, written by Alphonse Daudet. Let us know about the author. The author of this lesson is Alphonse Daudet. Is here between 1840 to 1897. He was a French novelist and short story writer. The last lesson, this lesson given to you, the last lesson is set in the days of the Franco-Prussian War between 1870 to 1871, in which France was defeated by the Prussian led by Bismarck. Prussia means nowadays German, Poland, and the parts of Austria. In this story, the French districts of Alsace and Lorraine have passed into Prussian hands. That means they won the countries of French cities, Alsace and Lorraine, and they started to command over them. The oppressors, that means the Prussians, just they don't want to rule the territory, but they dominated over the language and culture of the Germans, thus to take away their identity. So they started to command over them on their language also, on the Germans language also. This is the map where Lorraine and Alsace was situated. This story is about the school, language, teacher, and students. The main characters of this lesson is the teacher, Mr. Hamel, and the student, Franz. A student, Franz is the narrator here. So he is starting from the school. He started to the school late because on that day, because of the fear, because Mr. Hamel, the teacher, he gave the work about the participles. Like that, he was going to ask some of the questions about the participles, but Franz didn't know the first word about the participle, so he was afraid. At that moment, he thought of running away from the school because he didn't like the school, and then he want to spend his time out of the doors, that means outside. And it was so warm, bright, the birds chirping, and that near the woods and the open field. So these are all the things give peace to him. And also behind of the sawmill, the Prussian soldiers were drilling. So these are all the things make him to feel happy. But he feel a little bold, and he started to move to school, and he hurried off to school. When he passed the town hall, there he saw a big crowd in front of the bulletin board. Bulletin board means notice board. For the last 2 years, all of the bad news, good news, whatever that is, the lost battles, the draft, the orders of the commanding officers, that means from Prussia. So everything will be noticed there. The information will be given on the bulletin board. So he thought that to himself, without stopping, what can be the matter now? So you want to know that the message, what is the message on the bulletin board. So after watching that, he hurried to school. At that time, the blacksmith, the watcher who was there with his apprentice, reading the bulletin box, no, they were all called him, and they said like that, don't go so fast, Bub. You will get your school in a plenty of time. There will be a plenty of time. Before that time, you will be reach your school, like that they said. He thought, Franz thought like that, they were all making fun of him because he was already late, and reached Mr. Hamel's little garden. That means before the school there be a little garden. So he reached very soon the garden. Usually when the school began, there will be a great noise because of the sound of the children and in the street, and opening and closing of the desk, lessons repeated in the unison and in very loud with the children's hand, everything. That means they make the big noise, no, it will be like a feeling like to close their ears, like that they feel. And the teacher's great ruler ramping on the table. So these are all the things make a big noise always. But that day when he reached the school, it was all so still. And he counted the commotion there and without making the noise of the desk, everything. But of course, it is looking like a Sunday morning because on Sundays because of the school leave, there is no noise in the schools. Through the window, he saw his classmates. They already sitting in their places, and Mr. Hamill was walking up and down with his terrible iron ruler under his arm. So he had opened the door and he have to go before them. So you imagine how afraid he was. So he feel very he was very frightened to see them and to go inside the classroom. But nothing had happened when he opened the door. Mr. Hamill saw him and he asked very kindly to go to his place, and he said like that, we are going to begin the class without you. So when he said like that, he suddenly jumped over the bench and he sat in his place. And he felt something different because on that day the teacher Al was looking so beautiful with his green coat and a frilled shirt and the little black silk cap all embroidered, and normally he never wore the clothes like that, only on the inspection day or otherwise prize distribution day or some of the functions, only he wore that like dress. But today nothing is there, but he wore the dress like that, a good dress. So he was confused. Beside these are all the things, another one thing seemed to him very strange and solemn, because always the backside of the benches were always empty. But that day, in the back benches, the village people sitting quietly like a children, and the old officer with his three-cornered hat, the former mayor, the former postmaster, and the several others from his hometown was sitting there, and they were looked too sad. And Hauser had brought an old primer thumbed at the edges, and he held it open on his knees with his great spectacles lying across the pages. When Franz wondering about these or all the things, suddenly Hammer mounted his chair and he stood up, and with a grave and gentle tone he said, "My children, this is the last lesson I shall give you, because the order has come from Berlin to teach only German in the schools of Alsace and Lorraine. The new master comes will to you tomorrow." That means the new teacher to teach German to you will come tomorrow. This is your last French lesson. I want you to be very attentive because this is the last day to learn French to you all. Now, what a thunderclap these words were to me. That means I was too sad to tell this to you all. So suddenly Franz thought that, oh, this may be there on the town hall in the bulletin board. He thought like that. And suddenly another one thing he was thinking, how that means he was shocked. This is my last French lesson. Oh, this is too hard to hear this, because I don't know to write even. I didn't learn anything up to this. So how can I leave my language? So always up to this, always I am seeking birds eggs and going sliding on the Sar. Sar means river. So up to this, my books that seemed such a nuisance to me a while ago, now to carry it felt like heavy, and my grammar and the history of about the saints, our old friends, and now it could be it I could not be give up Mr. Hamill too, the idea of going away. So I can't believe these are all the things. I can't believe my teacher and my language and my studies. Even up to this, his ruler and everything looks very strange to me. Now I'm feeling very sad about these are all the things. Just now he is thinking like that, why the peoples of the hometown were sitting there in the back benches and in the sad face, because they were sorry to they didn't they had not gone to the school more, and to show their respect to the country and for the master. So to his faithful service and of showing their respect to the country also. So only they were sitting here on the back benches very quietly and looking sad. While the Franz was thinking of this, suddenly he heard someone is calling his name. So this is the Franz turn to recite whatever the teacher is telling, and he was afraid of to telling about the participants because he don't know anything, and even he don't know the first word of the participle. He stood up there and holding to his desk. His heart was beating very loudly and he was not daring to look up. When he was feeling like that, he said, Dear Franz, I won't scold you. You must feel bad enough because up to this, we left our time. We thought like that we have plenty of time to learn more and up to this, and we never learn anything. So see our fate, because the Alsace, she puts off learning till tomorrow. So from tomorrow onwards we were not allowed to learn French. We only pretend like a Frenchman, only we can act like a Frenchman from tomorrow onwards. We can neither speak nor write our own language. But we are not the worst, poor little Franz. You are not too worst. We all have a great deal to reproach ourselves with. So Hamel said like that, because you don't feel very bad, because your parents also not anxious enough to make you to learn. They preferred you to send you to work, because from the work you can earn little more money. And I will blame myself also, because I have not often I have sent you to water my plants instead of making you to learn lessons. And I wanted to go to fishing also. That means I sent you all to do my own works. So I not just give you a holiday, even I won't give you a holiday. That day, Hamel went on talking about the French language and saying like that it was the most beautiful. French is the most beautiful language in the world, the clearest language, the most logical language, that we must guard it among us and never forget this language, because when a people are slave to others, as long as they hold fast to their language, it is as if they had the key to their prison. So we should not forget our language, and we have to make it sure, and we have to learn our language always. And Mr. Hamel opened the grammar book and started to teach the lesson. So he feel very amazed, because on that day he understand it very easily. If whatever the Hamel taught to them, it seems so easy. Up to that he never listened so carefully like today. So everything whatever he explained looks so good, and he understood very easily, and he also taught everything so patience, and almost he thought like that. The boy thought like that whatever Mr. Hamel, the teacher, know everything he want to teach us today itself before going away, and everything he want to send into our heads on one stroke, like he thought. After the grammar class, they had the lesson on writing. That day, Mr. Hamel had new copies written in beautiful handwriting. France Alsace. France Alsace. They looked like a little flags floating everywhere in the classroom, and they all hung from the rod at the top of their desk, the students' desk. When Franz watched everyone, they were all set on their works. The only sound he heard that the scratching of the pens over the papers, and even sometimes the beetle flew inside of the classroom, but nobody paid attention on them. And then they were doing their work. That means they were writing very interestingly on the paper. On the roof of the class, the pigeon cooed very low low. He thought like that. Franz thought like that. Will the German people will make the pigeon to sing in German? While writing, just Franz looked up from his writing. He saw Hamel sitting motionless in his chair and gazing very interestingly. First one and another one, like that, to make it to fix in his mind, because from 40 years he had been there in the same place in the same school, and with his garden outside of the window. So there in the before the school, there is in his garden is there. So everything is just like that. So he want to fix everything in his mind. So he was gazing very interestingly that one. So he was looking everything, the plants, so which one he planted in the garden, everything. And then after outside of the classroom, his sisters was making packing their trunks, everything, because the next day they have to leave the country. After the handwriting lesson, he started to teach lesson on history and the sound of babies like a ba, bee, bee, boo, boo, like that, everything. And then everyone looks, those who are sitting in the classroom, everyone looks so sad. And even the Hauser was crying even, because that moment they were going to lose their language. On that time, the Hamel was asking all the one to laugh, so that they were feeling so sad. And how well I remembered it, the last lesson. So it was the last lesson to all of us. When these things were happening, suddenly the church clock struck 12. Then the Anglians, at the same moment, the trumpets of the Prussians were returning from their drills sounded under their window. Mr. Hammer stood up. The teacher stood up, but very pale in his chair. Franz never see him look so tall before that. Hamel said, "My friends, I like something," but he couldn't talk anything. So he turned back to the blackboard and took a chalk piece, and he wrote on the blackboard like a "Vive la France." The words used to show their patriotism towards their country, French. After writing that, he stopped and leaned his head against the wall. And without a word, he made a gesture, sign to with his hand to make all the one to go. School is dismissed. You may go, like. That's all your lesson, children. Thank you.